What is going on, you guys? Welcome to another video that is totally normal and nothing special at all. Obviously, you guys can tell by now that this is not a normal video for me. I've wanted to travel somewhere for a while now, and over the last year and a half or so, I've been following a lot of people on Instagram and watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I have really good thrift stores here in South Carolina, but the one place in the United States that I've seen that is consistently like really good, has really good thrift stores, like sometimes even better than mine, is in Utah, specifically Salt Lake City. So that's where I'm headed to today. I actually know 3 different resellers that live close to or in the area of Salt Lake City, Utah. There's Ashley, Hustle at Home Mom, Tim, Osborne to Thrift. He actually lives in Idaho, but he thrifts in Salt Lake City a lot. And then Zach, Utah Bought and Gone on Instagram. And after watching their content on Instagram and YouTube for so long, they have consistently been able to find really good items at really good prices. And I feel like they're the only people I've seen that have better thrift stores than me. So I reached out to Tim last month on Instagram. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna come to Salt Lake City next month. I've seen you do some thrift trips there. Do you want to meet up with me and we can do a big thrift trip? He was like, abso-freaking-lutely, man. Then I reached out to Ashley, Hustle at Home Mom, and she was down to meet up as well. So when I land today in Salt Lake City, I'm gonna immediately meet up with Ashley. We're gonna hit a couple thrift stores, do a video together. Tomorrow, I'm gonna spend the whole day with Tim. We're gonna just thrift until our hearts just can't stand it anymore. I actually don't even have a suitcase with me. I just have my backpack here as a carry-on. And so the plan is we can find enough thrifted items that's worth me bringing back. I'm gonna buy a thrifted suitcase, fill it up with all my thrifted items, and then check it on the airline back home. I'm super pumped. I'm so excited to travel again. I've actually never traveled by myself. I invited my wife Haley to come, but she couldn't get off work for it. So I'm excited. There's literally nobody here. I mean, I've never seen this few people in an airport before in my entire life. Crazy world. Thank you.
Safe travels, guys.
I've never taken stairs off of an airplane before. I will say the Charlotte airport, which is where I am now, is far busier than the one in Columbia. So close to being out of the airport. I've been wearing this mask basically all day because it's required in the airport and on the airplane. So I'm gonna go down here, call an Uber, and then head directly to a thrift store to meet Ashley. They close it like earlier than I thought, so we're gonna do the thrift stores first, and then I'll head to my Airbnb after that. All right, I think I have a driver. Miss Mary is gonna come pick me up. So I've got a few more minutes to wait here. Miss Mary, Red Forester. I think this is her right here. Oh. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was long. Very, very long. Well, not very long.
Where'd you come from?
Charlotte. It was about a 4-hour flight, I think. This is all new. First time this side of the Mississippi. It's beautiful here. Thank you, ma'am. I'm waiting for Ashley to meet me at this thrift store, and I've spent a lot of time waiting today at the airport this morning because I got there so early when I didn't need to. At the airport, waiting on my connecting flight, waiting on the airplane for people to get on and off. And anytime you have a big travel day like today, there's a lot of pockets of free time where you could be doing something productive with that time, which leads me to the sponsor of today's video, Morning Brew. Morning Brew is a completely free email-based newsletter that comes to your inbox Monday through Friday and covers all sorts of important topics in the fields of finance, business, and tech. They give you the news you need in a witty and entertaining package. I learned today that Chipotle, along with pretty much every other restaurant in the country, is having a hard time finding new employees, likely because the average restaurant worker in the United States only earns about $21,000 per year. Maybe they started their own reselling business making double that. Whenever I find myself in one of these small pockets of free time, like standing in line at the airport, I try my best to avoid mindlessly scrolling through social media, because that's not a good use of my time. But Morning Brew gives me something I can still scroll through to pass the time, but it's something that's much more mindful and actually helpful to me as a business owner. There is no reason you shouldn't sign up for Morning Brew if you have any interest at all in business, tech, or finance. It takes less than 15 seconds to sign up. You can unsubscribe at any time, and again, it is completely free. Become smarter in 5 minutes. Click the link in the description to sign up, and thanks again to Morning Brew for sponsoring today's video. So Ashley, Hustle at Home Mom, just got to the thrift store. I'm super excited to meet up with another YouTuber. Ashley was one of the first YouTubers in the reselling industry that I watched when I first started watching reselling videos, so it's super cool to have connected early on, probably like over a year ago, and now here I am in Utah.
Josh's meteoric rise has eclipsed all of us. I'm more of the tortoise. He's the hare. He is like.
But see, I don't have any kids. Ashley has 2 young children. She's pregnant with her 3rd.
Yes.
And you've got a whole family and all that stuff going on. I'm just a YouTuber, so I'm super excited to hang out with you today.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be so fun.
Oh, yep, sorry. So we've decided to split it up. I don't want to like Ashley just to hold my hand through the thrift store. I've never been here, obviously, so we're gonna go here and.
You know what you're doing.
Okay, you go for it. I'll go for it. Let's see who can find the best stuff. First of all, I am super impressed with the quantity of items in this store. I mean, just the men's clothing and shoes. It's crazy. Obviously, I have to be super picky with what I'm buying because I have to fly it back, but definitely a lot to look at. I got this pair of Audio Technica headphones.
Look at that.
ATH M50. Looks good. There's a little bit of wear like on the headphone there, but for $3, check out sold comps here. There's used pair, 49 plus shipping, 47. Yeah, definitely gonna grab those. This pair of women's Brooks Bedlams, $5. A little bit of wear to them, but these are in pretty good shape considering. And sold comps look pretty good too. Pre-owned, $61.77. Those are 25, 67, 33. I think these will be worth picking up. Found anything good yet?
Let's see. For Patagonia, but
Huh.
$9. I don't know.
$9 for Patagonia pants?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, in South Carolina, like, I think I found Patagonia like twice. And,
Really?
like, yeah, we just don't have like REI, Patagonia. We just don't have a lot of that stuff. Here, I've already found like 4 REI pieces.
Oh yeah.
But
outdoors.
I don't know.
Big here.
Different market, I guess. I don't know. They're orange. Is that good or bad?
I think that's good.
You think that's good?
Different is good.
Yeah.
I might grab it.
I found this sealed Google Nest Mini for only $3. Sold comps weren't great, only about $20 to $25 or so, but it should be a very fast seller, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I found this whole box of PD DJ Poly D earbuds. They only wanted $5 a piece. I felt like that was a pretty good price, and there were 12 of them total, so I took a chance on these. No information on eBay, but they actually had a really good sales rank on Amazon.
Ashley got only clothes today, but that makes sense. She's primarily a clothing seller. I got one pair of shorts for me personally. I haven't tried them on, but hope they'll fit. A couple other good stuff too. So the first thrift store was definitely a success today. We are at a Desert Industries. Never seen one of these before outside of a Osborne to Thrift YouTube video or something. So super excited to get in here and see if we can find some cool stuff. Cool. $60. That's my pretty cool stuff as well. Yeah.
Go ahead and reach right in there.
Yeah, appreciate you. $35. Nintendo DS Lite. Look, they're already turned on for me. There's one right there that's sold for $60 free shipping. So I don't know. It's $35. It's a maybe. Got some scuba equipment. Man, these thrift stores have crazy stuff. All these bread machines at the bottom. Man, juice man over there. Another KitchenAid stand mixer here. It doesn't have the bowl or the blades, but this is a really nice thrift store. This jacket for $8, Outdoor Research. Looks to be in pretty good condition, front and back. I've never heard of this brand, but I looked it up and sold comp's looking pretty good. 42, 35, 99, 49. That looks like to be a pretty similar one right there, and it's a small. This one's a small, so for $8, I think I'll take a chance on that. Once again, Ashley got some shoes and some clothes. She has all these brands. These what is it? What is this?
LK Bennett.
LK Bennett.
I think this was the winner.
Okay, so that it's just she's picking up brands that I've literally never even seen in my entire life. All I got is the Outdoor Research jacket and this sealed CD. Both of them should be pretty good. So this was $8 and this was 50 cents. So again, I didn't get the DS. Sad day. We are at, what's this place called? Cafe Rio?
Cafe Rio.
Cafe Rio. We don't have
Utah Institution.
Utah Institution apparently. I've never been here, never even heard of it, but it is delicious. We're just sitting here having a conversation about YouTube and reselling. Figured I'd turn the GoPro on and edit in some good clips of whatever we talk about later.
Are you going to change up content at all? Are you going to keep it with reselling? Like, do you have any plans to evolve to something else? Or
I don't think so. I think
reselling is growing so much.
And it's not just reselling. Like, I can make videos, any video I make, as long as it's about like making money somehow. I feel like that would fit in with my channel.
Totally. And it has to be. I feel like I'm not even very good at showcasing like more of my personality on YouTube. I'm still working on that because I'm a shy person. So it's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
You don't come across as shy on your videos.
That's good. Yeah. I'm good at hiding it.
So what made you want to start a YouTube channel? Because it doesn't seem like something you like had. It wasn't like your dream.
No. It was like the last thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Even starting Instagram was like the last thing. I was not even on social media before really. And so I'd always had floating in my head this idea of like, oh, I could be like a stay-at-home hustle at home mom. I could be something like that where, because I loved, as soon as I started reselling, I loved it, like right away. And so I was like, you know what? That handle wasn't taken. And so I was like, all right.
When was this? Like
very beginning of 2017.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 5 years ago, I guess now. Is that 5? 4 years. 4 years ago. And so I was like, all right. And then I just posted a bunch of random pictures of like, I sold this is me. I didn't want any of my friends to find out, so like I was able to be, there's something about that anonymity of like knowing those. You can just kind of be more yourself and not worry. And none of my friends really knew or cared about what I did, or not their fault. It's just kind of like, unless you're in it. Like, do you ever feel like when you talk to people about reselling, they're like Homer Simpson in the bushes? Like,
yeah, it's so weird because most people I know in real life don't care that I'm Hairytornado. This old guy in my church, he's like, "You still selling ads?" I'm like, "I'm not selling ads. That's not what I do." And they it's nice because I have that to like keep me grounded.
Yeah.
You know, and keep me humble.
Totally.
But yeah. So when you're like hustling home on Instagram started taking off, did you feel like Miley Cyrus, like Hannah Montana on Instagram and like Miley Cyrus in real life?
I think I was more like it was pretend. It felt like Monopoly money, Monopoly people. Like it wasn't really real, but it was really fun. It was fun to like have a following start, and it was really fun.
A lot. I think even when I found you, it was like you had like 30,000 followers on Instagram or something.
Yeah, when I started, it grew a lot faster. Now it's like tapered a lot because I haven't put much focus on Instagram lately. Yeah. I just wanted to put out more and more fun content. But the flip side of Instagram or social media is, I don't know if this is a struggle for you, but like comparison and like, oh wow, they're doing this. Like I had no idea that so many people were doing so many different things and selling so much. And there's just that competition that suddenly you're like, oh wait, I gotta perform, or I have to hurry and be something. And that pressure kind of got to me for a second. I'm like, I'm not good enough. I'm never gonna be good enough. But in reality, you just have to keep doing you. Like just do you, be yourself, do your thing, and people just want to follow along your journey. They don't really, they're not watching and judging. They just want to follow along. So then after I started that, Breezy and I connected just with my other account, my my now Hustle at Home Mom account. And he was really nice and like befriended me and encouraged me to start a YouTube channel, and like also encouraged me. This is like one of the best pieces of advice. He's like, immediately you need to go get Hustle at Home Mom on everything. He's like, just get it on everything, claim it, because you don't want that to go away, someone to take that from you. And so I thought that was really good advice. So I went ahead and I grabbed YouTube, I grabbed Facebook, I grabbed Twitter, whatever, and I branded it. And then he was telling me to start YouTube. He was like, you should really start YouTube. And that was the last thing I wanted to do. The last.
Yeah.
But Michael Scott once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yep.
You know,
Direct quote.
Direct quote. So I was like, all right, let's see. Let's try it. And I put out one video and I immediately got enough views and subscribers to like monetize. But then I didn't really do a lot with
Just
it.
from the first video?
Yeah. Luckily. I mean, again, that was a lot thanks to Instagram, and Reezy shouted me out, and others were super nice. I was like, okay, YouTube, let's do this. It doesn't feel natural. I think people just really want to watch and feel like they're watching their friend. You're a friend. I mean, you are exactly the same here in real life as you are on YouTube.
You are too.
Which is why, like, it's so awesome meeting you, because you're not different, and that's why your YouTube channel is successful. Like, you are as I pictured you. You're super friendly, super fun. It's like, I think that's what people want. They want that relatability.
So we are finishing up our wonderful meal here at, what's this place called again?
Cafe Rio.
Cafe Rio. Just been talking to Ashley about reselling and YouTube, and just having a really good time. We're probably gonna wrap it up here. I'm super tired after traveling all day. I gotta figure out where my Airbnb is and get ready for the full thrifting trip with Tim Osborne to thrift tomorrow. But just want to give a huge shout out to Ashley, Hustle at Home Mom, for joining me and paying for my Cafe Rio today. She's super nice. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description of this video. Definitely go check it out. She's been on YouTube a lot longer than I have. And she was one of the first channels that I found that really motivated me to start this whole process. So technically I owe all of my success to her.
I'll take it.
Exactly.
I own your success.
There you go.
No.
There you go.
Josh has just taken little bits and pieces and then created an empire and this incredible like rocket ship that's just taking off. And now I'm just watching in awe.
I've been super blessed. So I just got to my little Airbnb here. It's pretty nice. Not anything incredibly fancy. You got a big TV over there, nice little kitchenette, a little. I think this whole place was made to specifically be an Airbnb because everything's like tiny, like a little tiny stove, tiny fridge, Cafe Rio leftovers. It's perfect for an Airbnb. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I am exhausted after traveling all day. Coming from South Carolina to Utah, there's a 2-hour time difference. So I think it's like 8 o'clock here, 8:30 or so. So it's like, feels like it's 10 or 10:30. So I'm pretty tired. Again, huge shout out to Ashley, Hustle at Home Mom, for meeting up with me today, taking me to a couple thrift stores. She is such a kind and genuine person. And if you haven't seen her YouTube channel yet, again, it's going to be linked in the description of today's video. Also, huge shout out to Morning Brew for sponsoring today's video and helping to offset some of the cost of this trip. I do want to do more of these like thrifting trips where I travel to far away places and thrift and then come back. Obviously, those are going to be a little bit more expensive. So these are going to be the videos that I'm going to try to get sponsors to help, help with some of those costs. So I hope you guys understand. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Love you guys so much. I'm tired. Catch you on the next one.